here is the video review for Combiner Wars LYNX. He's one I've been looking forward to for a while. A little smaller than I would have expected, but he's a space shuttle. You can see here, this is the official configuration with the blades plugged in. So at least how it's all the picture showing, but I like to take the blades. I think they're a little awkward on the wings there. There's some peg holes right here. I like to peg these on the side of the wheel here. Just gets them out of the way, a little less obtrusive, and gives them more of a sleeker shuttle mode. Even though he is still carrying this giant like kind of cargo container underneath. Let's see if I can get this in here. There we go, like that. So yeah, he's an updated shuttle carrier vehicle. He's kind of got these extra fins, some futuristic shuttle bits. Maybe that's an homage to the futuristic shuttles in Michael Bay's Armageddon, because he also worked on Transformers. So who knows? But it's a cool design. And my only real complaint, again, a little smaller than I expected, but also like it would have been nice if these feet could have folded in the other way around, like where you fold this, rotate, and where these sat down in here and make it a little bit more compact. It's not possible because of all the other stuff already in there, and maybe not have this stuff sticking out the back like that, but a minor complaint. So to transform him into what passes for him as a robot mode, go ahead and pull those off. I'll lift this panel up right here and rotate the legs out like this. Close that panel back up. Bring these down, flip the foot around like that. Oh, nope. I rotated that too far. Bring the foot around like that. Back legs come out and down. Flip these rotate around like this. And bring that foot forward. Same over here. You can see there you got his legs. Get those all in a relatively flat position here. You lift the tail up and bring it down on this armature. Lift up the cockpit, pull it forward. You can see this will tab in right here. This piece should flip forward up here like this. And then he's got neck joints. Break it here, break it there, open his mouth. He does have a hinge there to allow his neck to turn. Bring this up. And these pieces right here, they have a little slot here on the handle that tabs onto the tail. And then they'll peg together up here as well. So put one side on there. Line that up, one side on there, and you can see that they'll also peg together up here in the middle. That kind of extends his tail. And there he is in robot mode. Again, it's a little smaller than I would have than I'd like LYNX to be. Not really. It's not really smaller than I expected. He is a Voyager, and he's about properly Voyager scaled. So maybe a little smaller than I would have liked LYNX to be. But yeah, he just stands up. Like I said, he's got the neck joint, opening jaw, the hinges in the neck. He's got a little bit of posability here in the shoulders and the legs can twist. My only real complaint in this mode, these fins, much like if you ever played with a G1 Brainstorm that's well used, they're a little floppy. You can kind of get them at a decent angle and they'll stay, but it doesn't take much to, you can see, just kind of knock them loose and flip them around. They like to sit about flat like that. And also these pieces right here are a little loose to support the weight of him in bot mode. These are actually supporting him now because I tighten them. There's little screws in here and on the inside. If you tighten those screws, it will help a little bit. This one's still a little loose. Some floor polish can take care of, but you can see that this tail piece is also a little loose as well. But yeah, if you tighten those screws, it helps a lot with these feet, but this one, even with it screwed tightened, is still a little looser than I'd like. I may put some Future on there and tighten that up. But yeah, pretty cool little LYNX. And combine mode. Go ahead and pull these off. Oh, and also, I forgot his wings here. His wings flip forward. The wings flip out. That was more of a G1 Skylynx, and flip forward and not like that. I apologize. So you can, they're on hinges here, and they also rotate, so you can have them angled up. Again, been a little under the weather. Took some medicine this morning. Medicine is definitely affecting my brain today. So if you notice me being a little more chill and less animated, I apologize, but that's the downside to not feeling well. So yeah, there you go. There he is with his wings all flipped out and exposed. All right, so turn them into combined mode. Bring these legs down. I'm going to flip these out to expose the connector point, and these flip up to the side of the leg here. Straighten that out. Lift this up. The wings come up and rotate around out to the back like this. Go ahead and take these off the tail, which we already did. And this whole assembly rotates up and around. I'll bring the tail back up here. So close this up, bring this whole tail assembly down, and then the tail tabs in right here on the chest. The wings open up, rotate his head around. These should actually rotate around like this and down like that, and then these pieces come down like this. Just like that. And then these wings sit up here on his back like that. You can adjust them however you wish, but back up a little bit, get a little bit more room here. Now this piece, the tail piece, supposedly just kind of hangs down on the back here. You can flip this piece up and lift this up a little bit. And I don't really like that. You can use that neck hinge to rotate this around and kind of fold it up onto his back, which I find is much preferable than having it just kind of hang down between his legs there. So yeah, just fold that up onto his back, just like that. And that's a much more convenient way to have that folded up. But lock those in place, and there he is as a torso. Now I don't have the wave. Like Skylynx I wanted because he's Skylynx. I don't know how many of his official wave mates for his combiner mode I'm going to pick up. Like, you know, the Trailbreaker and Smokescreen and Wheeljack and Hound. I'll probably pick up Hound because I like Hound. But you can see his combiner mode head homages the Lynx mode head. There is a way to make a fan mode a Lynx mode out of this, but I haven't been super in awe of it. But, so like I said, I don't have, I mean, these I just peg in back here. I haven't picked up any of his wave mates yet. I don't know how many of them I will. But for combine mode, I did bring some figures in, which let me get these attached and I will show you. Again, apologies if I'm a little rambly today. But yeah. But, let me bring them off over here and attach them. If you follow my Twitter, you've already seen this. And again, he's got the standard combiner ports, you know, up here at the shoulders. Everything connects the same way all the other combiners do. But yeah, let me get him in. Let me get him all assembled here. All right. So yeah, so he looks really nice with the aerial bots. Let me back up here. Now, I don't know if I want to rob Superion of his limbs. But, and I honestly don't know how often I'm actually going to use the, whoa, that really went yellow. How use the combiner feature on Skylynx. I think he works great just as Skylynx. I don't need to make him a torso. But if you do, and you don't feel like buying a whole new set of limbs, he does look really, really nice with the aerial bots. So yeah, there's Skyrain, the combiner. made out of SkyLynX. But yeah, Combiner Wars Voyager SkyLynX, very cool. Except some flaw. Like I wish you were a little less floppy in some areas. And even here, this ratchet on this hip, like this hip is really loose. You can see it's kind of wobbly, and I don't know if there's a busted ratchet in there or that's just how it's made. He has no problem standing. As you can see, he's standing just fine. But if you pick him up, his legs really do like to droop without any sort of system in place. And I don't know, like I said, I'm not even feeling like the remnant of something rubbing in there, like maybe there's a ratchet that snapped. I don't know. I haven't taken them apart to check. But yeah, there is SkyLynX from Transformers Combiner Wars.